International Fast News. A couple was caught having sex on the SITP bus in Bogotá. The event would have occurred on the bus that covered the route in the town of Teusaquillo on September 5, 2021. What is known so far is that the men, after getting on the bus, approached to the driver to ask him if he could use the chairs to have sex with a woman who was waiting for him in the back. The couple that appears in the video having sex on the SITP bus can be fined 16 minimum daily wage. Regarding this case, the company Transmilenio SA pointing out that emphatically rejects this type of behavior for going against the National Code of Security and Citizen Coexistence and said that the system must be a space of respect, tolerance, and healthy coexistence, where this type of behavior has no place.
Otherwise, the SMAT will be trained in human rights by order of the Council of State. The decision was taken after starting a lawsuit filed by a citizen following this year's protest during the national strike. The High Court order seeks to ensure that the right to protest, freedom of assembly, and freedom of expression is respected and guaranteed. So, the State Council ordered patrolmen, non-commissioned officers, and officers of the SMAT to undergo a process of training, socialization, and understanding of Decree 3 of 2021, which establishes a protocol for the use of force during the citizen protest. Training should take into account preventive actions that the use of less lethal weapons and devices. Indeed, the idea with this order is for SMAT agents to act more as agents of peace and to guarantee the right of the demonstrators, including those that are behaving in a way that requires physical intervention. On the other hand, with the decrease in upcoming mobilizations, the Attorney General's office and the Ombudsman office will have to verify before and after personnel and weapons that the agents will use in the protest.
Now, in international news, Brazil is going through internal political tension in reserve mode, which has led thousands of people to take the streets the last September 7th. Our reporter Maria Jose Contreras is covering the news. Let's go with her.
Good afternoon, Caroline and Santiago, and to all the viewers who see us. I read you warmly from Brasilia, Brazil. Today, people took advantage of the celebration of Brazil Independence Day to take the street to march in favor of and against the current president Jair Bolsonaro, who has been in the eye of the press after he denounced various media outlets for spreading fake news of him, in addition to filing a lawsuit against the Supreme Court of Justice of Brazil. Our channel got a telephone interview with a famous Brazilian lawyer who explains a bit about the situation that Brazil is passing through. From Brasilia, Brazil, Maria Jose Contreras for Fast News.
The situation in Brazil has become very tense for 3 months since the president has had a series of problems with the Supreme Court of Justice and also with some media for disclosing information that according to Bolsonaro is fake, for which he has denounced. I think he should go to jail as he has been a president who has been involved in so many scandals.
Now we will go with Dana that is covering the recent event that is happening in Mexico. Go ahead, Dana.
Yeah, thank you, Caroline. Good afternoon. This is Dana Banda, and now I'm in Mexico, and I will tell you about this sad incident that is the recent earthquake that affected tons of Mexican communities. This event had epicenter in the port of Acapulco in Guerrero, to 8 miles from this port. In fact, the seismic alert sounded in Mexico City after feeling that 7.1 magnitude earthquake that shook the port of Acapulco, Guerrero. Unfortunately, in this tragic episode, there was a person dead, reported who was identified as Eliodoro Hurtado, with 19 years old. Furthermore, there were power outages as well as gas leaks and some damages to house and buildings. In addition, the head of government here in Mexico City, Claudia Sheinbaum, said that there were no initial reports of great damages in the capital, which is about 230 miles from the epicenter. For his part, President Andrés Manuel López Obrador affirmed that there was no significant damages in the country or in the state of Guerrero, where the epicenter of this event is located. That's it for this news. Caroline, let's go back to the studio.
In local news, the river banks are in a critical situation in the municipality of Lorica. Let's go with Vanessa, who is in the zone.
Yes, Caroline, due to the phenomenon of La Niña, heavy rains have been affecting many municipalities of the department of Córdoba, increasing the river water's flow and causing floods. The CBS have declared a red alert for all the towns and villages that are near to the river. In the municipality of Lorica, we can find a village called El Playón that is located on the left bank of the Sinú River and is in danger due to the sudden growth of the river water's flow. The mayor's office of this municipality have done several projects in order to improve the river banks, but all the efforts have been in vain. This continues to be today a critical point that is about to take away a house of a local family. The villagers have put a lot of bags, but if the rivers continue increasing the water's flow, the village is going to wake up flood one morning. This was Vanessa Martinez from Lorica, Córdoba for Fast News.
In the town of Lorica, the heavy rains and the flood has affected many families. Let's go with Vanessa, who is going to tell us what happened there.
Yes, Santiago. Due to the flood, many families in the municipality of Lorica have been affected. They have suffered economic losses, they have lost crops, animals, among other things. Now we are here with the rancher and lawyer Ever Luis Martinez. Please, Mr. Ever, tell us how have the flood affected you?
We have lost animals and crops. It has caused us many economic losses, and we have no sustenance.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez. Like this, many other families in this municipality have suffered from losses due to the floods. They have lost their assets and aims of subsistence. This was Vanessa Martinez from Lorica, Córdoba for Fast News.